Sometimes a car wash is more than just a car wash. If you've ever driven along South 6th Avenue on Tucson's south side on a Saturday or Sunday morning, you might have seen water running down the asphalt in front of an AutoZone or an O'Reilly's Auto Parts. Then you see the signs. Rest in peace. Beloved mom, beloved dad, beloved sister, beloved brother. Johnny Lee Betters Jr. died on April 8, 2016.
Johnny, well, that's his name, Johnny, but he liked to be called Bo. Bo is my brother. He's my second oldest of 4. And he's just a very loving, funny, outgoing, spiritual guy.
An average funeral in the United States runs between $6,000 and $10,000. There's caskets, urns, memorial books, flowers, and all the charges for preparing a body. Mix in grief, and it becomes a difficult situation.
Bo was the love of my life. We have 5 beautiful children, and he raised my daughter, so 6 beautiful children. And that's who he was. Frustrating. It's not normally something you save for in your 30s and 40s. So right away you kind of just are overwhelmed with oh my God, how am I going to do this? How am I going to pay for it? How am I going to make it through this part? Like, we haven't even had a chance to grieve yet because we haven't been able to make it through trying to pay for his services. We had, number one, we had the car washes. In total, we'll have 4. My son had put a GoFundMe account on Facebook. They've sold popovers. They've sold, just goodies while they're doing the car wash.
Burying is really expensive, and I can honestly say even cremating, it's a lot. There's more than just having a plaque, having funeral expenses, food, dinner. There's so much that comes with someone passing. People don't see that. Sometimes it's a struggle.
The Pima County Cemetery is located behind Holy Hope Cemetery on Oracle Road. There's a sharp contrast between graves of those who are poor and those who have the money to pay for a burial plot, gravestone, and decorations.
What I do, I try to help the families when their loved one passes away and they don't have the funding to take care of the final disposition or final arrangements with the funeral home. So basically what they have to do, the county can assist them with burial costs. And basically is the legal next of kin will need to fill out an application and provide certain documents like a picture ID, proof of income, and copy of their bank statement. And if they qualify for the assistance, we will go ahead and take care of the cremation. And sometimes I just ask them what is their household income, because basically eligibility is based on the household income. For example, one person with no any dependents, the person has to be making like about $980 per month. Yes, well, with cremation, there is no service included. It's just direct cremation. Most of the families, they understand, and what they do is after they receive the cremated remains back, if they want to keep them, that's when they do like a memorial service. And with burials, right now we're not doing burials because we don't have space available at the county cemetery. And for the burials, each plot, we bury 2 people. So a lot of families, they don't like that, but that's the way, that the county does the burials. Yeah, sometimes they want to do a burial and, we don't have space available. So what they do, that's why a lot of families, they do car washes or they open a GoFundMe account, and that's how they get the funds to take care of their loved ones.
At Adair Funeral Home, those receiving assistance from the Pima County Fiduciary fill out the paperwork for cremation. Families are also allowed to spend up to $250 of their own money on other items.
Absolutely. When families come through the public fiduciary system, they do fall below the poverty level or they wouldn't be approved for the program. So then when they come in, we're not going to show them some things that they obviously cannot afford or they are not allowed to spend due to the public fiduciary restrictions of $250. To show them these earns that are upward of $250, to have them look at something that they think would be perfect for their loved one and they can't afford it, to me is just unfair to them. We're going to show them what they can afford. As far as the emotional portion of it, it's the same. I mean, they're human beings, regardless of their financial situation. They've just lost a loved one, and it's very, very difficult for anybody. So yes, the families are the same across the board. We're all human beings. We all grieve differently, but we all grieve.
Bo's funeral was held on April 21st, 2016 at Life in Christ Church on Tucson South Side. The family ended up raising several $1,000s through their car washes and food sales.
My brother was sick. He had a really bad drug problem, and he ended up overdosing. Not a lot of people like to talk about it, but it's hard. It's very hard knowing he was hurting. It's an addiction, but it's also a disease too, and it kills you. Just celebrating his life, he's very known, so just spreading the word and just raising money so we can have the beautiful funeral that he wanted, that he deserved. And just that is, a big part of us being out here, just to support him, to give him what he wanted. And he wanted a nice funeral. He wanted to be buried. So that's what we're going to give him. It's difficult, but I feel like that's what our community is for, We help each other out. I feel like we all just, that's what our community is for. We all get together and we help each other out. When we see car washes out here for other people, we stop and we get our car washed. Donation as well, however it goes. It's just, we all help each other out. It's not necessarily begging or pleading. It's all going to a good cause. So I say we're not ashamed of it. It's hard. So every little bit counts.